Well, good so far. So I've started stream though, so we can begin casting. As we wait for the fraud to fill lobby.
Is that crowd up there?
Crowd? No, it's
Upstairs, there's one
the
other person
the
that is
ref.
with us.
That's the ref.
Oh, the ref.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought crowd was joining us.
No, he said he's indisposed at the moment, so we just have to wait for.
I think we both know what happened.
We will not cast our guy for stream now.
Yeah. Look closely. Welcome guys to tonight's match between Reju and Realm of Kings. So Vidal, what are you betting on?
Well, I'm not one to stick or to bet or whatever, but if I was going to put my money on anybody, I would put my money on Reju, but we have to consider the fact that they had a surprising loss on their first game against, if I recall correctly, I can't even recall the name of their. I think Light Gamers. Yeah, Light Gamers. That was their opponent, and surprisingly,
that was quite
I never expected that.
An upset.
Yeah, so I would say my confidence in them is shaking right now. So I can't really say for certain, but still, I think they still have a better chance of winning or taking this match from Realm of Kings. But we'll have to see how things play out.
I think I would say I believe they're probably the better team, but again, a lot of things will start for test working and people are playing
yeah. Your voice is breaking up a bit. We can't hear you clearly. No, it's breaking up a bit. For those of you wondering who I am, my identity does not matter. We're just here for you. You guys are the real important people right now. So I'm just here at your service. Alright, I think the lobby is filled with players from each side now as they get ready to enter the match. So the ref is just putting them through the tournament rules, and I think we'll get into the match very soon. So you guys grab your popcorn while you still have time, because once the violence begins, you will not be able to move, you'll not be able to leave your seats. So like we said, the roster changes for Reju. So from the previous tournaments, they've made several changes to their members, and maybe it was not for the best given their performance in the first game. So I guess we'll have to see how they've made adjustments in the past 2 days now? Oh well, that's been roughly 2 days now. If they've made any meaningful adjustments, or if they are still just going to try to brute force their way to a win against Realm of Kings.
I have been kicked from the lobby. I think that was from the referee.
Hold on, let me add you back. Let me tell her. Okay, I think we're good now. Yeah. Okay, we should be good now. All right. So I believe both teams are
Who's the
ready.
third person that joined?
I don't know. I think he was invited by mistake. I think both teams are ready now. So
No person.
just waiting for the referee to fire it up. Let's get right down to business.
There's one more person there that's not supposed to be there.
Yeah, I think they are making some changes to their roster still. Oh, looking at the side of Realm of Kings, you can cite the Marshall Spammer, Storm. I don't know if you have had any experiences with him in game.
I've come across him a few times. He doesn't play any other thing apart from Marshall. Just
Even-
Marshall.
Yeah, even his display picture is rightfully Marshall as well. So you can really say he's dedicated to his
Yeah.
cause.
I'm wondering if we're going to see a Marshall ban.
Given the kind of team they are playing, I don't think Radio should be a team that will be susceptible to that kind of pick. So I don't really think they will ban a hero like that against Realm of Kings. I guess we'll have to see though. You can never tell. And once again,
Exactly, we'll have to see.
yeah, here is another spammer that just joined the lobby, Apex, the outlaw spammer. So
I think I've met them.
Yeah.
They're like different people. There's one other guy that plays Son too. I forgot demonic
Lopes. Is he also in Realm of Kings? I never knew he was also in Realm of Kings.
But I just remember people that
That just spam,
heroes
the rank
Yeah.
warrior spammers. So I really don't understand. Seems so many changes. Seems they are still not setting on the lineup that they want to use.
I think there's a final setup now.
Yeah, so it seems.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I think they are all ready now.
I think we're just waiting for Reese say to ready up,
Yeah.
and we can get on track.
Okay, I can see some hype in chat. I don't know who Nagato is cheering for, but let's hope whoever is cheering for, his cheers don't go to waste. I think Blanky.
I think he's cheering for Realm of Kings.
Oh,
He was
he's
inside the lobby just now.
Oh. I didn't even notice that. I see. Well, good luck to them then. Then we have Glutoni cheering for Reiju. So I guess both sides are receiving moral support from their fans through. Is it telegraphically now? I don't think that will get to them though. But let's see. Okay, more Realm of Kings hype in the chat. Okay, finally, I think they are all ready now.
I'm not breaking up again.
No, you are perfectly fine. And finally, we get into the game.
Alright, so I'm really interested to see the kind of bans that are going to happen.
Yeah. Okay.
Born by thy wish.
Zushin ban.
But to have a Zushin ban?
Light me up and watch the world burn.
And the Xbox, of course.
Xbox.
Yeah, I heard that's only the Nigerian meta. So I see it's still meta.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently Xbox is.
Yes,
Yeah, they said he's not much of a.
I am not the only one.
Not much of a meta hero in Asia and Europe, so it's just a Nigerian meta or an African meta, if you will.
My mission is to
Okay, the
protect
Fovios
lives.
ban.
It's a
So
very annoying hero though.
yeah, I agree with that. At certain times, he's really a pest and almost unkillable. Almost have to expend all your resources just to take him down. Yeah, and someone said Nigerians don't like to deal with him. So Nigerians are the kind of people that see a problem and just choose to turn their back.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. So after the Phoveus and the Hylos bans, that's a Freezer's pick for Reiju with the Ryusei. I think Ryusei is a very good mage player, so you should be able to utilize that
I
pick.
think I've seen him a few times in rank.
Yeah.
Yes.
Someone else shares his experience of
You're looking at the
with
future.
against Xborg apparently, and he can saying he can swallow 5 ults without shaking. Okay, so
That is quite true.
yeah,
It gets worse if he's ahead in goal.
exactly. Okay, so the AXP and mage pick for Realm of Kings being the Black Dragon and
Short pick.
Vexana.
Okay. This is
It's funny how Descendant picked the same trio recently against me in a ranked match,
It's my way or the
and let's say he didn't have a very pleasant experience.
okay.
So
It's a bit unconventional actually, but
yeah,
let's see what he's going to cook up with it.
probably his target will be either Ixia or Vexana, but with Vexana having the Purify, you have to be solely on Ixia since he's less mobile compared to some other marksmen.
Chivalry is dead,
your team
and I
is
will
banning.
revive it.
Okay, they take out the Clint, but I believe they should have or they could have used that ban slot for a better hero. Like Hayabusa is still open, Ling is still
Probably it's
open.
because true.
Yeah, because
But they feel like because of the Roger,
they think Roger is going
flexed into either the
exactly,
jungle or the
exactly,
early.
exactly.
I, Minotaur,
This is a meta. This is an assassin
Oh,
meta.
yes.
done.
You should be trying to take out the assassins, especially having Ixia as their
Exactly.
marksman.
Yeah, a Ling or Hayabusa ban would have been better than that claim.
Yeah, well, let's see. And I believe Shadow. This Shadow, he's a good Hayabusa player.
Muscle of iron. Bones of
Okay, Storm
Pick it.
decided to forsake his love for Masha and go for a Gatot catcher instead. That is quite surprising.
Indeed. I mean, you have to conform to the play style of your teammates so
That's true.
you can get a win. Okay, I feel like Roger is going to the jungle. Definitely he's going to the jungle.
Your team is picking.
I have an Irrital and a Balearic pick. It has been quite a while that I've seen Irrital being picked in any ranked match.
Okay. They should do it. Apparently the chat
They're
was
gonna
blocking
follow
the screen.
with an Elcott.
We can have a...
What did you say?
I said apparently the
More
chat
than a weapon.
was blocking the screen.
Oh, okay.
So
Alright, so instead of the Elcott, Apex decided to go Julian. I was expecting Olos, but okay.
apparently
Who do you think has a better draft?
going just by the mastery, I would say Reiju.
Yes.
But generally, I would actually go for Realm of Kings because that's the presence of Yuzong alone is something to be contended with. So, but I believe it transcends just their picks. It also has to do with execution as well. So it would depend on the play style of both teams eventually. Okay, I believe there's a fight, okay, going on at mid, but we're going to leave that. Zask rotating to assist their marksman just a bit. That was a free little for Julian. Thank you for that, actually. That was very nice. That was a nice kill from Roger. That's a triple kill actually from Roger. Okay. I believe this is a better fuel span. Guys, pardon all the little glitches here and the little inconveniences. It will be sorted maybe before the next game. Just bear with me for now. Yeah, just bear with me for now. See, if despite the Black Dragon form, he was still able to secure the turtle against Julian, given that he's a level ahead, I'm not really surprised. It's a very good play from Roger. And they return back to their jungling. Okay, that's fine, thank you. That's a solo kill to the Chow. And apparently I thought the Chow was going to be a roamer, but he went to the XP lane to challenge a dragon. A man challenging a dragon. That requires courage, a lot of it, and cowardice maybe, but I don't know about that for now. While in the gold lane, Erithel falls to Vexana. They ganked her and apparently she wasn't expecting it, giving Nixia a bit of a gold lead maybe? Yes, as predicted. Roger I'm walking into a trap here. Julian misses his chains and Roger walks out with his wolf form, crying for Julian as he missed, and instead Gatotkacha gets to pay for his sins. And now the gank on Ixia commences. She gets taken down, and I believe this is going to be a free goal steal for the side of Reiju. Chow rotates to help with the turtle, or just to zone off Vexana. While Yuzong is bot lane trying to clear. That's a free turtle for Reiju, no contest whatsoever. Erithel tries to go to clear the lane's bottom, and Zong just gets out some shard residue from her. Julian gets taken down while he's rotating. Black Dragon form goes in, doesn't get anyone down. Chao escapes with his health. Roger almost takes down the Gatotkacha, but oh, never mind. Yuzong tried to save him, but he went down, and he goes down with Gatotkacha as well, and Roger walks out with barely a scratch. They will need to get some silver bullets to take him down, but I don't think Ixia will ever have those kind of bullets before the match ends. The gold lead keeps increasing. It's almost a full 5k gold lead now, and I don't see that dropping anytime soon. Ixia, okay, there's something happening bot lane. Ixia almost takes down Irithel solo, but the 3-man comes to our aid. There's so much action. I would think that Chao tried to make some TikTok plays, but but Vexana showed him that this is not the time to be doing such. Roger tries to go in to avenge his comrade, but he thinks twice about his decision. And what is Zask ulting? He probably didn't read the recent patch notes where it was stated that you don't ult with your spawn again, so he tried to just auto aim that and he ulted in a completely different direction, but we'll forgive him for that if they eventually win the game anyway. But if they lose, we'll have to blame him. We'll have to blame him for their loss. Okay, another turtle is up and Reiju, they start it up. Realm of Kings are entirely in another dimension. They don't care about the turtle, they don't care about any other neutral objective. They just want to fight in mid lane. The Black Dragon form gets popped, doesn't get anything. Julian falls instead, and Vexana follows up next. I think, yes, Catcher next on the chopping block gets taken down. That's a free triple kill for Roger, and he walks away gentlemanly without any scratch. Once again, they are feeding the wolf without knowing the consequences of their actions, but soon it will be made known to them. And they get on a free tower once again. Gold lead building. That's over 7k gold lead now. Let's see the builds. Roger is easily way ahead of everyone else. Having gotten the Windtalker and the Thunderbelt, I believe he's going for the War Axe next. Roger is almost at 7k gold lead, while his counterpart is at 3,600. He has more than ×2 of his counterpart's gold lead. Vexana ults Roger, but once again, her actions against him are completely pointless. Chao once again tries a TikTok play, almost gets taken down, but this time he escapes with his life. It's exactly, well, I won't say it's exactly what I expected, but I don't believe anyone is surprised so far with what has happened in this match. Well, maybe only the Zask ult surprised every one of us, but apart from that, I believe it's exactly what anyone would think would happen. Zask once again ults, but this time he actually uses his ult very well to take down Catcher. Beleric had to give up a few of his vines to ensure that kill was secured, but it was worth it in the end. Lord comes up, and I believe Reiju are going to start this up immediately. Even since exactly because Realm of Kings, the aroma was still chilling in the base, but he's back now. But once again, they are in another dimension. Probably Reiju have used domain expansion on them and they don't know where they are, or they're under some genjutsu, only God knows. But they leave the neutral objective uncontested once again, and I think it's even a good choice given that the gold lead is almost at 10,000 right now. Going in for that would have just given Reiju more kills and more gold. But they are not defending their turrets as they should. Instead, they are poking and prodding on the enemies, trying to give out or deal out meaningless attacks. Beleric walks up and pops his ult for God knows what. The enemies poke and poke again, but nothing so far. They keep pushing the lanes, and for some reason all of Realm of Kings are just concentrated on the mid lane that is not even having any minions pushed just yet. Zask gets a free ult on Vexana and takes her down once again. Vexana is now having a good time. But worst of all, Chow finally gets his TikTok play, but MTN tells him that's all they are going to get, and he almost walks out alive. But once again, the Black Dragon ensures that even as he made that TikTok play, he will pay with his life. It's just Julian left, and he tries to defend the base, but come on, Julian is in sole survivor against 4-5 members of Reiju. He can't do anything meaningful. So that's game 1 for Reiju. Easy game, 16-4. And as usual, Storm paying a visit to the chocolate factory. So, and it's a 3.0 rating. That's not good enough. So you see what happens when he veers away from his usual Masha pick. So he should probably return back to his first love, and get things in order. But so next one will be a game 2, and I believe what do you mean as usual? What do you mean as usual? You don't say that. He can change. So maybe he'll go back to his Masha pick the next game. But before that, well, I think since the chat problem isn't as bad as before, we'll just continue with this and finish it off with the second game. Hopefully it doesn't obstruct the screen too much. So you guys said the chat isn't blocking the screen too much now, right? Is it okay? Can you guys bear with me for just this match? By tomorrow we should have things sorted. Oh, thank you. Someone recognized my background music. Thank you very much for that. Is it so big that it obstructs the screen though? I know it's big, but does it interrupt your viewing experience? That is what I'm bothered with. Please, I need answers. It beats. I think someone messaged me. Oh, okay. Oh, radio, okay. Okay, I think they are online now. That's fine. So, like I was saying, I know it's quite big. I am asking if you guys can bear with me. If you can bear with me, or would you prefer I restart the stream? Okay, that's fine then. That's fine. So I'll just try as much as possible to make sure that area is zoned out, then so you guys can have a good viewing experience. Okay, that's fine. All right, thank you very much. So 1 beer for all of you. Well, not beer. I don't drink beer. So malt. 1 malt for all of you. Okay, so get ready for game 2. We're in the lobby right now. I guess not all of them are ready. Is there a change? I believe there's a change. There was a roster change. Who still drinks Fanta? Fanta. Third place was who was third place? I believe it was it Shinigami? I believe it was Shinigami. We don't drink Sprites here either. It's just malt only. This is not Davis. No, it's not Davis at all. It's Hohenheim. Was it Reju? It could be Reju. Reju. Yeah, I think yes, actually that's correct. It was Reju. NCZ defeated Reju to advance to the finals against Alpha Zeros. Oh, it was a question for chat. There are giveaways now. That's interesting. I didn't even know there was going to be a giveaway today. That's a very interesting. Okay, so we are into game 2 now. So let's see if they will make any changes, especially. Oh wait, hold on. Storm was subbed out. That's interesting. Storm was subbed out.
Hoot hoot. Horology is my craft.
As a Digifest ban, what will be the response of Reju? I don't know why they are banning Digifest though. There are so many more heroes to focus on. Digi isn't really a threat in this meta. Reju go for the Tigreal. That's a much more reasonable ban. Oh, you never know. Never know. Oh, really? I'm a caster. I don't think I'm supposed to participate in that. So we'll leave it for the viewers. Okay. Realm of Kings take out the Zask and Reju answer with the glorious centaur Hylos. Is not a horse. None of you should ever mistakenly call Hylos a horse. First pick, Xborg, standard as usual, the Nigerian meta. Irithel, who I haven't forgot, Eudora. I'm calling her Irithel. Eudora, most of you have probably not seen her since you were in Epic, and you probably have not even gone to check her portrait in the Heroes shop, but you see her here now for a bit by Reju, but it was all a tease. They go for Roger and Zushin instead. Now Roger with the jungle, well, with Retribution, so we know it's going to be jungle. Don't, please, I think we have a mod in chat. Just ban J for calling Hylos a horse right there. Please just ban him out till the next stream before it's allowed in. Thank you very much. Okay, the answer with the cow and Clint. He's a centaur. He's a centaur. He's not a horse, bro. He's not a horse. That is a grave degradation to the glorious centaur. He's a mythical creature, man. How do you call him a horse? Well, I'll let that slide. So, Minotaur and Clint, we wait for Reju's response. Once again, he goes for the chow. He goes for the chow. So, it's safe to say that Descendant doesn't care about the meta, doesn't care about team composition, doesn't care about the plays he can make with better heroes like Terizla. He just wants to flex his chow. He wants to show us and everyone else in the world that he just does not care. He's a carefree person. So I'm actually surprised that he went back to back with this chow pick. Well, they ban out Phovios and Realm of Kings take out the Ixia. Vance locks the Lunox. You'll be surprised to know that he already has a TikTok account. He's just using them to farm content. You'll be surprised to know that. Okay, we see a Sicilian pick. I have not seen a Sicilian pick in rank for so long right now. Sicilian back then used to be a must pick or a must ban, and he has fallen out of the meta so surprisingly, even in Nigeria. I never actually expected that.
Alpha is online.
Okay, and they go for Alpha Jungle. So I believe it's just the Roma left for Reju. I don't know if the center is going to play Chao as the Roma today. or this time instead, or if they are going for a Roma pick. But so far actually, I would. Okay, so we see the Beleric. I don't really like Beleric as a Roma, to be very honest. I hardly use him, even though I'm a Roma main, because his range and his possible plays are very limited because of his kit. So I really don't think he's a good choice as a Roma, but they go for him instead. Now, looking at the drafts from both sides, I would have easily favored the side of Realm of Kings, but Zushin is always a problem against heroes like Xborg, like Alpha, that have a short range, even Minotaur. So Minotaur can't comfortably go in to make that huge Minoan Fury, can't comfortably go in to give Xborg the chance to also have a huge last insanity. Even Spear of Alpha will be hard to hit. If he doesn't get Zuxin, he's probably going to die. But we'll see how things go. Like I said, I don't always judge by picks. I judge by the execution from each team. So the match kicks off now. Let's see which side would win this game 2. But once again, I can't overemphasize Zushin, this butterfly lady with her weird lamp, is definitely going to be a problem. Mark my words. Okay, so Chao has begun his reign of terror. He clears his lane so fast while Xborg is still playing with fire. He tries to disturb the jungle, but he really can't do anything. Once again, this is just the first minute, and Zushin already has the first blood. This is the problem I'm talking about. They need that range. You can't deal with Zushin, especially if you go for a fighter jungle. That's already a first blood and a free little for Reiju and a gold advantage. 1.3k gold right now, and it's barely 2 minutes, all because of a certain lady with butterflies and a lantern. Chao still doing child things, going around trying to get his TikTok plays. I believe they are rotating to gold lane now. Minotaur doesn't have flicker. He gets 2 shots from Roger and Lycan Pounds takes him out. That's 2 kills for Roger now. And it's level 4. Should get to level 5. Okay, he doesn't secure that creep, so he won't get to level 5 just yet. Now Chao in a perfect place for an ambush, but instead he chose to reveal himself by hitting the blue buff, and to be honest, I believe he should have just been more patient. He would have actually probably gotten something good if he was able to ult in Alpha. Paul goes in for the last insanity against Chao, who just flickers out, and then Zushin starts her reign of terror once again, dragging him endlessly, playing with her food right now. Bog tries to put up a fight, he dies. Alpha on the other hand takes out Chao for wasting his chance to ambush him previously. The cow doesn't want to be roasted today. He and the vampire guy Sicilian, they run for their lives. I wonder why Sicilian is running. This is night. He should be the one controlling this game, but he's running from a lady with a lantern and butterflies. That's a disgrace as a vampire, but we won't say much about that. Chao is a level behind Xborg, but he isn't bothered about that. Clears his lane comfortably and just strolls around the map with the dragon head on his shoulder. This is a good wow. So this is exactly why Sicilian isn't really much of a meta right now. Lunox just played with him like he was nothing. She probably has some holy water with her there, so he couldn't really do anything serious. You guys are, I feel flattered. Thank you. That's the thing. He needs late game, but the question is, will he get to late game? You can see that Roger is unstoppable. Roger is unstoppable right now with 5 kills under his belt. Let's look at the build. I'm pretty sure he already has his first item. Compare him to his counterparts. He has a 1.3k gold lead over him already. It's barely 5 minutes into the game. Lunox too is another factor to consider. She is also getting kills like she should. Meanwhile, Sicilian is barely getting any stacks. And we all know that Sicilian, without the stacks, without his magic items, he won't do anything till late game. Okay, Mino goes in for the flicker play on the Chow, and the last Insanity takes him out. Lunox comes in with her Reign of Chaos, and she avenges her fallen Chow, the fallen EXP laner. This is my problem with Beleric. Beleric with the Vengeance, using his ult as a Hail Mary instead of as a tool of initiation. You can't do that. But they are making it work. They are jungler, they are mage, playing beautifully well. Chow making his TikTok content with the enemies, and that's a free turtle for Roger. They would have pushed the mid lane, but Sicilian clears the last cannon. Now I think their focus now is just to take the mid lane. They've taken both the gold and the XP lane. I didn't even know when they took those down. You can see that already the game is already getting out of hand. I can't even follow with the action because these guys are just running through them like it's nothing. Zushin, now I can, if I see clearly, okay, she's yet to buy it. Now it has a very good ult, the Way of the Dragon from Chow to get the poor cow who can't in any way get out of his predicament because he only has 2 short legs. Last Insanity as a Hail Mary, he just desperately tried to get a kill there, but his Firaga armor is broken so quickly, he barely does any damage. But he escapes with his life, so I guess that is a win. So far, so good. Realm of Kings are trying to hold their own against Reiju, but they are not really doing a good work of it. It's already more than an 8k gold lead. Another desperate ult from beautiful, that was a beautiful Way of the Dragon from Chow, but he went in too far and his efforts were wasted. He gets taken down instead and they disengage. Roger goes in for Xborg, but he's content with breaking just his Firaga armor. Beleric can't even do anything here. He just ults desperately, but is enough. I don't know why Roger didn't go in for that kill with his Lycan pounds. Well, Sushin makes up for it, gets a double kill. Roger is on a monster kill, gets a double, gets a triple. Oh, that is, you see, like I said, this comp is just I'm speechless right now. Lunox, Sushin, Roger, they are doing what they are supposed to do perfectly. Roger, free turtle, nobody to even contest because it was basically a wipeout there just now. Let's look at the builds once again. Chow going in for another TikTok play, but he rethinks his decision this time. Xborg ults once again to get out of the way to make sure he lives to see another day. The cow gets taken down for his sake instead. These guys would really like to eat beef with how much they keep killing this Minotaur. He's on 7 deaths right now. That's really bad. Zushin overextends. Alpha almost makes her pay with the spear of Alpha, but she gets out with her ult. Very pesky and annoying mage. This is the reason why you don't leave her open against certain teams, especially if they know how to play her and abuse her. Actually, it's not just playing her, you have to abuse her lifting abilities. Lift you without your permission, you have to abuse that. So this would be a tier 2 tower going down in the EXP lane for I won't even call this Christmas. This is actually better than Christmas. These guys are having fun. They're just having fun for free. Minotaur goes in with a flicker and a Minoan Fury, ulting God knows what for God knows who, because his teammates are way out. And he once again causes the unfortunate death of the vampire guy. That was a waste of resources. Resources that would have been vital to making sure that their lanes don't get pushed further. Xborg ults with his last insanity, but he's basically just giving them a free sunbath. His ult is barely dealing any damage. Barely dealing any damage at all. So Roger starting off the Lord, he melts it quickly with Lunox. Very easy takedown, uncontested. Xbox must really love to ult. He goes in again to ult. Okay, that was a very good engage. I really thought Zushin would once again be able to outplay them and get out with her life, but they make her pay for overextending, and they take down Beleric as well. Beleric is basically a tree, and once a tree meets fire, we all know what happens. Chow tries his TikTok play. He will live to regret his decision. Roger and Lunox left to clean up the enemies. Lunox is legendary currently, but she's shot down by Clint. Roger makes up for that by taking out Clint in answer to taking down his counterpart. He tries to push. Sicilian tries to do something about it, but come on, it's Roger. He gets out without... Well, he was crashed in that match, but right now he has healed up with the werewolf passive. The real life werewolf passive. So taking down the first inhibitor, he goes for the second and he takes it down and gets out. They didn't push the bot lane waves, so that tower remains standing for now, but I think they're just going straight for the base. Chow goes in, Way of the Dragon onto Alpha. Zuxin tries to pick him up, but he gets out of the way. That was a Hail Mary ult from Beleric. Minoan Fury doesn't go off, he gets taken down by Roger even before he does anything. No knock up. They all run back to their base. They are all low, they can't do anything against Reiju as they stand. Xbox desperately trying to get his fire to extend out of his usual range. Zuxin drags in Alpha into Roger's range, and he makes a meal out of him, and they focus the base, and that's an easy game too. Nothing else left to say. It was a one-sided match for both games, evident by the results. They subbed out Storm, who got... But you see this Chow is exactly a TikTok Chow. The whole team gets gold. He gets a visit to the chocolate factory as well, following Minotaur and Alpha. TikTok Chow. Classic TikTok Chow. So yeah, that's a 2-0 win for Reiju regardless. And he'll be the first to type easy with the bronze as usual. But this is a tournament, I know he won't do that. So I'm not surprised by these results anyway. I believe it was half expected. Like I said, my money was on Reju from the start, though I was a bit skeptical about their performance, their prospective performance, because of the numbers they put up against light gamers. But I believe they made a stronger comeback, so we'll probably see a better Reju from now henceforth. As for Realm of Kings, sadly their journey ends here in the Gauntlet edition 11, so they have to go again another time. But that will be the end of the stream. It has been a pleasure to walk you guys through and you guys kept me company actually. Yeah, they're out. This was a lower bracket match. They are out of this Gauntlet edition 11, so you'll have to try again in the subsequent tournament. So until tomorrow, I don't know if I'll actually be streaming tomorrow or if it will be someone else, but look out for the ML9 Gauntlet 11 stream tomorrow. Have a good night, guys, and cheers. Also, don't play chow and don't call Hilo a horse.